12 steps of construction. Ever wonder what it takes to turn a plan into a building that is fully built? What if you could find out the secrets behind every important part of building, from the initial planning to the final check? This movie will show you the 12 most important steps in building something, including the small details and expert tips that make buildings come to life. How do professionals handle jobs that are so complicated and make sure everything works out perfectly? Watch this space to learn about the interesting process of building a house from scratch. The process of construction is a complicated one that requires rigorous coordination, careful planning, and perfect execution. A good end can be ensured by having a thorough awareness of the essential processes involved in the construction process. Regardless of whether you are constructing a residential home, a commercial facility, or an infrastructure project, this video offers a comprehensive summary of the 12 crucial stages that comprise the building process, beginning with the planning stage and ending with the completion of the project. 1. Planning and design of the project. Before beginning any construction project, the first stage is to plan and design the project. Determining the project's scope, objectives, and requirements is a necessary step in this process. During the planning phase, they include: the word feasibility study refers to the process of determining whether or not the project is feasible in terms of its costs, benefits, and potential difficulties. Budgeting refers to the process of establishing a preliminary budget for a project based on the requirements and scope of the project. The process of selecting a suitable place for the project is referred to as site selection. During the design phase, you will be responsible for developing comprehensive plans and specifications for the project. Among the most important activities are: the process of developing architectural drawings and models is referred to as architectural design. The process of developing plans for structural, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems is referred to as engineering design. Obtaining the appropriate permits and approvals from the relevant local authorities is referred to as permitting. 2. The pre-construction timeframe. Prior to the beginning of construction, a comprehensive site survey and soil testing are carried out in order to evaluate the conditions of the site and identify any potential problems that may arise. This includes the following. The process of mapping the site's features and terrain is referred to as a topographic survey. The process of analyzing the characteristics and stability of soil is referred to as geotechnical investigation. Contracts with contractors and suppliers are signed during the pre-construction phase, which is also the time when the final plans are considered and authorized. Among the most important activities are: the process of concluding agreements with suppliers, subcontractors, and contractors can be referred to as contract negotiation. Ordering supplies, equipment, and materials is what is meant by the term procurement. 3. Preparation of the location. In the process of site preparation, the area is clear of any vegetation, waste, and obstructions that may be present. Further included in this step are: leveling the land in order to establish a solid foundation is referred to as grading. Digging trenches and pits for the purpose of constructing foundations, utilities, and other underground buildings is an example of excavation. In order to ensure a successful construction process, it is vital to install essential utilities. This includes the following. For the purpose of water supply and wastewater management, the laying of pipes is referred to as water and sewer lines. The installation of conduits, for the purpose of holding electrical and communication cables, is referred to as electrical and communication lines. 4. Construction of the foundation. As the structural base of the building, the foundation is the foundation. Important steps in the development of the foundation include: constructing concrete footings in order to provide support for the foundation walls is referred to as footings. Foundation walls refers to the construction of foundation walls utilizing concrete, masonry, or other materials. Applying waterproofing membranes in order to prevent moisture from penetrating a building is one example of waterproofing. This stage entails the following action for buildings that have slab foundations. Formwork refers to the process of arranging forms in order to shape the concrete slab. Reinforcement refers to the process of placing steel rebar or mesh in order to strengthen the concrete. Finishing the concrete slab and pouring the concrete is referred to as pouring concrete. 5. Framing. The process of constructing the skeleton of the building comprises the framing procedure. This includes the following. Wall framing refers to the process of constructing interior and exterior walls by means of studs made of wood or steel. The installation of floor joists and subflooring is referred to as floor framing. The process of constructing the roof structure, which includes rafters, trusses, and sheathing, is referred to as roof framing. In order to give the framework an additional boost of strength and stability, sheathing and bracing are utilized. The following are important steps. The process of installing plywood or OSB panels on exterior walls is referred to as wall sheathing. The process of laying plywood or OSB panels on the roof is referred to as roof sheathing. Adding diagonal bracing to the structure in order to strengthen it is referred to as bracing. 6. Roofing. The phase of roofing entails covering the structure of the roof with a barrier that is resistant to the elements. The following are important steps. Underlayment refers to the process of laying down a non-permeable underlayment in order to protect against moisture. Installation of shingles, tiles, or other roofing materials is referred to as shingle or tile installation. The process of adding metal flashing around roof penetrations and edges in order to avoid leaks is referred to as flashing. The installation of gutters and downspouts not only guarantees that the structure has enough drainage, but also protects it from water damage. This includes the following. Attaching gutters around the edge of the roof in order to collect rainwater is referred to as guttering. The process of installing downspouts in order to divert water away from the base of the building. 7. Finishes for your exterior. The building is protected from the elements and has its appearance improved by the outside coating. The following are important steps. The process of installing siding materials such as stucco, brick, wood, or vinyl is referred to as siding materials. The process of adding insulation to the exterior of a building in order to increase energy efficiency. When it comes to security, insulation, and aesthetics, the installation of windows and doors is absolutely necessary. This includes the following. Window installation also refers to the process of installing and sealing windows and apertures. Door installation refers to the process of installing both interior and exterior doors. 8. The rough-in. The rough-in phase entails the installation of fundamental systems within the walls and floors of the building. Here are some important plumbing steps. Water supply lines are conduits that carry both hot and cold water through the system. Installing waste and vent pipes is included in the drainage pipe installation process. Electrically powered. The process of running electrical wires for outlets, switches, and fixtures is referred to as wiring. Installation of the primary electrical panel is referred to as the service panel. During the HVAC rough-in process, the process of installing ducts for heating and cooling, sometimes known as ductwork. Vents and registers. The process of installing vents and registers in order to increase air circulation. 9. Insulation and drywall. For both comfort and energy efficiency, having the right insulation is absolutely necessary. The following are important steps. The process of installing insulation bats, or spray foam in walls, is referred to as wall insulation. Adding insulation to the attic space is what is meant by the term attic insulation. Drywall installation is a service. Drywall offers a smooth surface that can be used for different interior finishes. This includes the following. Hanging drywall refers to the process of attaching sheets of drywall to the framing of the wall and ceiling. Taping and mudding are two methods of joint sealing that include using tape and joint compound. 10. Interior surfaces and finishes. The flooring. Both the building's appearance and its functionality can be improved by the installation of flooring materials. The following are important steps. Subfloor preparation is making certain that the subfloor is both level and dust-free. Flooring installation refers to the process of laying down laminate, tile, carpet, or any other type of flooring material. Painting. The addition of color and protection is achieved by painting the interior walls and ceilings. This includes the following. The process of applying a primer coat in order to get the surface ready for painting. Application of paint to achieve the desired finish is referred to as painting. Trim and millwork are both included. Decorative elements and a finish are added to the interior through the use of trim and millwork. The following are important steps. The installation of baseboards along the floor is referred to as baseboards. The addition of crown molding to the ceiling is referred to as crown molding. 11. Landscaping on the exterior. Evaluation of drainage and grading. When it comes to preventing water damage, proper grading and drainage are absolutely necessary. This includes the following. Grading is the process of shaping the landscape in such a way that water is directed away from the building. Drainage systems will involve the installation of drains and swales in order to achieve efficient water management. The process of planting and hardscaping. Both the outside of the structure and its worth can be improved by landscaping. The following are important steps. Planting entails the addition of grass, bushes, and trees to an area. The process of installing patios, walkways, and retaining walls is described as hardscaping. 12. The final inspection and handover of the property, the in-depth examination. An inspection is performed to check that all of the work complies with the building regulations and standards before the project is finished. This includes the following. The term building inspection refers to a comprehensive examination carried out by building inspectors. Testing the plumbing, electrical, and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems is referred to as system testing. This is a handover. The final stage is to give over the finished project to the owner of the property. This includes the following. Conducting a final walkthrough with the owner is what is meant by the term walkthrough. The provision of all required documentation, which may include warranties and manuals, is referred to as documentation. The process of construction is a journey that involves many different aspects and requires careful planning, accurate execution, and excellent coordination among the numerous players. It is possible for construction professionals to assure the successful completion of a project by comprehending and adhering to these 12 crucial processes. This will result in the delivery of structures that are not only safe but also functional and visually beautiful. The ability to master these phases will assist you in navigating the complexity of construction and achieving your goals. Regardless of whether you are a homeowner beginning a new build, a contractor managing a project, or an architect directing design and construction. To achieve success in this rapidly changing business, it will be essential to maintain a high level of knowledge and adaptability in order to keep up with the ever-changing field of construction. For more expert insights and in-depth guides on all things construction, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Subscribe now and become a part of our journey in transforming blueprints into reality.